Hi guys, welcome back. It's Mrs. Peterson, that lady who teaches art, and today we're going to talk about the element of art called line. Before we begin, please write your first name and last initial at the top, and then write your class on the class line. So first grade, Mrs. Sefchek's class would be 1S. Like I said, our special word for today is line, and if I think of the word line, it's missing an L right here. So would you write an L right there to spell out our special word? Next, I have a picture of a line. You know that my favorite shape is a star. And so I used a line to create a star line right there for our picture. And then what does our special word mean? Our special word means a point moving in space. So would you circle the word point? Now, when I first heard that definition or that meaning for this word, I was very confused about what it meant. So right here I have try it out. I would like you to try out this definition with me. So you're going to take the point of your pencil and you're going to put it down on your paper, and then you're going to move that point through the space of your paper, and you just created a line. A line is a point moving through space. So that is what we just did right there. Now there are some special types of lines we're going to review today. The first one is a thin line. And when I think of the word thin, it starts with that TH blend. So I'm going to put the T here that's missing, thin. When I make a thin line, I'm just going to make it, can be whatever way you want, but it needs to be skinny. Okay, so make a skinny line right there. Next, I have thick. And again, it has that TH there. It says thick. So let's make a thick line. When I make a thick line, if I just kind of scribble my pencil back and forth or my pen back and forth, and it doesn't have to be a flat line, just has to be thicker than normal. Okay, my next line is vertical, vertical. It starts with a V. Now, this one used to be really hard for me to remember which one was vertical and which one was horizontal until a student taught me something. So let's draw our vertical line. It goes up and down like that. And I had a student who taught me, Mrs. Peterson, you can use this little clue to help you remember. If you remember that vertical starts with a V and very tall starts with a V, you'll remember that vertical is a line that goes up and down, that it's tall, very tall. And then he whispered to me, it doesn't have to be very tall. So if you can't remember vertical like me, just remember very tall. It's the one that goes up and down. Number 4 is horizontal, horizontal. So we're going to put an H right there. And we're going to draw a line flat across. This is the one that's easier. These are two big words, but this one's easier for me to remember because I remember the horizon line, which is the line where the sun peaks over when it's rising or goes down when it's setting. Would you draw a little horizon line with a sun off to the side right there? The last one on this side is the word diagonal, diagonal. And you're going to go at a slant down or up, it doesn't matter either way, but just do one, otherwise it becomes an X. And I want to tell you, DI, would you circle that? This is a prefix for this word, and this prefix means two. It goes from one corner to another. It has two corners. All right, when you're done with that side, we're going to turn the page over, and we have a few left. Number 6 is dotted. So we're missing our D. Would you circle dot on that word? That gives me a clue. I'm going to make a row of dots going across. Now, these are not circles. I'm not making an empty shape, an outline. Just doing like a little row of periods or decimal points, trying to keep them evenly spaced and right in line, dotted. Next, we have dashed, dashed. And again, I want you to circle the word dash in this one. And we're just going to make a row of dashes, which are kind of like subtraction signs. I always have students tell me it looks like the middle of the road when their parents can pass someone who's moving slowly. So that is a dashed line. Next, we have wavy, wavy. So add your W. And I see the word wave in wavy. This one starts at the top at a point, has a round at the bottom, and comes back up to a point. So round on the bottom, point at the top. This is how I tend to draw waves of an ocean or a lake, with a wavy line. Number 9 is scalloped. Scalloped has an S. And this is basically the opposite of this. We're going to start with a point down and then do the round part on top. Sometimes students tell me it looks like a ball bouncing, or like a row of M's all smushed together. Do that one right there. Number 10, we have embattled. And this word, I see the word battle. Will you circle battle for embattled? And this one, I want you to listen before you do this one, because if you can remember this little chant, it helps me. I go flat across, straight up, flat across, straight down, flat across, straight up, across, down, across, up, across, down. Looks like the top of a castle, and that's where the battle comes from. Castles were used in battle for the archers to stand up here. So would you make your embattled line go flat, straight up, flat, straight down, flat, straight up, flat, straight down? Number 11, we have zigzag. Starts with a Z. This one reminds me of mountains. I'm doing kind of like a little triangle up, little triangle down. It's like a row of V's or W's. And then number 12 on this sheet, I have the word curly. Curly. Kind of sounds like a K, but in this case, it's a C, and it goes like this. You're going to go out and then curve back. Go out, curl back. Go out, back, out, back. Try that one for me. If you know cursive, it looks like a row of cursive lowercase e's, or sometimes L's if you make that curve really long. And that is going to be the last line we are going to review today. Thank you for joining me to review the element of art called line. I can't wait